Pickaxe.
5, 4, 3, 2, live from Tokyo, Michelle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 935 of the Video Game Outsiders podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Michelle Madison.
And I, of course, am your John Jacobson. And Michelle, this is it.
This is it. We get to do a show without Ryan for once, right? Just you and I.
God.
What's going on with that guy? No, he'll be back next week. Ryan's got a couple of shows off for the next couple of months. But who are you? Did you introduce yourself?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, John, tonight we're doing a Weeb-themed episode. Like, we're going to talk about games, though. It's not just like anime stuff, okay? It's games from Japan or...
And shows that we watched.
Well, yeah, I said it's not just shows and anime. So it's still a regular VGO. We've got news. We've got
anime, manga. We got some Japanese gaming news, and maybe we talk about some... Whatever. We do these shows mostly on our as a bonus show, right?
Yeah, we've been doing them as bonus shows, but like we still have done ones in the past.
People love them. Yeah.
People like them. They always get more plays for whatever reason. And it's also fun for us to do. So if you're wondering why we're doing it, it's fun for us to do. And also make sure you guys do like a Crunchyroll trial if you're going to like follow along with us here. Because I think most of our stuff is there and it's going to be coming up. Because we get people asking us, John, when we mention it, they're like, what's Crunchyroll? Because to our listeners, anime is still very niche. You know what I mean? But it's not... that way overall. So
no, it's big. And you know, if you've got a smart TV, install the Crunchyroll app. I put it on my Apple TV, you can put it on Xbox, PlayStation, whatever.
You know, it's everywhere now. It's on Amazon, it's on Netflix, like anime is everywhere. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a regular show, games, news, what we watched as far as anime. But we're also giving away Ghost of Yotai, which is a Japanese game.
The chopsticks in the bun up there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I have two buns. I have the Chun-Li right now, and I've got...
Oh, you have the Chun-Li.
You see that? Yeah.
That's 3 buns, though. Wait.
Is it? No.
Wait.
It's, well, wait, you gotta count, don't count your ass cheeks. That would be 4.
Wait, Chun-Li, she has, like, the Princess Leia things, though.
I always like that. I kind of do that when I'm home alone. I don't go out in public like that. I wore pigtails out in public the other day. Fucking perv magnet, John. I had multiple men approach me.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, I feel like the Chun-Li would also get dudes. Because they're, you know what I mean? So you got to be careful with your hair out there, women.
Yeah, I have that problem too.
Yeah, you should. I know. But anyway, so we're giving away Ghost of Yotai for PS5 from loaded.com, formerly CD Keys. That's in our Discord. So join our Discord on videogameoutsiders.com and check out loaded.com if you want keys for PlayStation too as well. It's not just Steam stuff. And we're going to be giving away a bunch of stuff this month. I think Code Vein 2 is coming. So check out loaded.com and come to our Discord. We also have a question I wanted to ask you before we start. This is from a listener who said, loving the Subscast lately. With all the myths around anime, do you guys feel any different after watching it for a week for your show? John?
What do you mean myths?
Well, I think like it makes you depressed because he said, do you guys feel it? And this
I don't
is from
think so.
Dylan in
Listen,
Texas.
and by the way, if you've never listened to our podcast, it's normally not like this. You know, we cover the latest games and news and all that. And this is kind of just a special little episode where we explore all this anime and manga, games and shows and stuff.
It's the same as a regular episode, only we're kind of focused on Japanese games.
Right.
And then
But
we always talk about shows.
What I want to say, though, is that whenever we do these, and I mean, I don't know if forced is the right word, but we do have to, you know, we kind of look, you know, down this hallway to find these games and movies and stuff. I love it because I never usually go down these roads, right? And I'm always amazed when I discover these games I've never played, never heard of, didn't know these series existed, and I'm continuously just blown away by how good everything is.
Well, that's a little preview of what you're going to say about your stuff tonight, because whenever we do these, you get excited because you're an art guy too, right? You appreciate that.
Just, so like a lot of the stuff is just like so polished, so good, so thought out, so like fleshed out, and same with the stuff we watch on fleshed out, like the stuff we see like on Crunchyroll.
You sound a little excited, John. You sound a little more excited than I am about this. I mean,
I actually love this task, you know?
Yeah, no, it's fun to have a task, and we love our theme shows. So yeah, if you want to check out Subs, which Dylan just talked about, that he's been loving Subscast, and you want to check out the other Weeb Outsiders apps, you can support us on videogameoutsiders.com. You get that 20-year back catalog, weekly bonus shows, and ad-free versions of the show. John, how do they do that?
That's right. Go to our website, videogameoutsiders.com. When you get there, there's a red premium button. Go ahead, click it, lick it, slam it, whatever you need to do. Go to the next page and become a member of Club VGO. Once you're a member, again, you unlock our entire back catalog of over 20 years. That's how long we've been doing this, okay? You get all those podcasts and then all the bonus stuff that we do every single goddamn week. There's stuff happening all the time. Okay,
a lot.
So if you want to,
we just heard about how sick you are. That's why you sound stuffy on the last.
I am sick right now. Yes.
All right. Well, we're gonna push through.
Yeah, every Monday we do a subs podcast, which is just kind of like a little like post-weekend check-in, usually random, usually talking about food and stuff.
Yeah, you're talking about food and I get angry, so it's basically the show. Anyway.
But we do, we do Micro VG every week. We do Netflix Outsiders, Warcraft Outsiders
this week. I got a lot of stuff
PC Outsiders. So if you want to listen to the other shows that are happening, go to videogameoutsiders.com, go premium, and then once you're a member, you can listen anywhere you want. You can listen on Apple, you can listen on Google, you can listen on Spotify, you can listen in a web browser. It doesn't matter. Just sign up at videogameoutsiders.com.
That's right. Okay. I think we're ready.
Are we ready to do this?
I think so. Yes.
Now, are we going to...
Well, do you have you should have some music, Last week you had a bunch of annoying sound effects and buzzers. You don't have any peaceful...
That wasn't annoying.
I don't know. Derek says, why is everyone being so zesty tonight? What are we, salad dressing? Who's being zesty?
I don't know. I am excited about this stuff,
Well, good. I am. Yeah, John, you're kind of sometimes you're a little blah. I got to do this show. Oh, here I am. But this week you're all hey, this was fun.
Do I have to play this game because Ryan is?
I think John's zesty because Ryan's not here. I think he's really he's bringing the
what?
Ryan's bringing you down, John. Is that what it is?
Do I really gotta fucking play Hollow Knight?
Thank you, Kiwi, for the sub. Yeah, zesty is good. I could go for a zesty something right now. All right, so. I want to talk about some games, okay? Let's do our games and then we'll do the show separate.
Sure.
All right, so I wanted to check out some Monster Hunter type games that I've never played as a Monster Hunter fan, okay? And I missed a lot, and there are a lot of clones out there. So the first one is called Freedom Wars, and they remastered it, and it's out on PC, Switch, PS4, and PS5. But the original Freedom Wars was a PSP game. And because of that, it sort of feels more bite-sized. Like the gameplay is fast, and you're going on these little short missions. So just kind of keep that in mind if you do pick it up. It's probably a good. But
this is totally remastered or something.
They remastered it. It didn't look that bad. I mean, it didn't look like a PSP game to me, but it definitely doesn't look beautiful. Okay, it doesn't look like some brand new game, but it's serviceable. So I was kind of, once again, I know we use this word a lot or this term a lot on these episodes, but I was blown away by the world. If this was an anime, I would watch it because you are born into, what is that? Okay. I hear a little Kyoto or whatever it's called. You're born into a 1,000,000-year prison sentence, and you have to do missions to reduce your prison sentence down to 0, okay? It's completely dystopian. You are playing with the prison sentence written above your head, and you have to kill things, collect parts, craft gear, typical Monster Hunter format. No, I don't know. Freedom Wars came after, so they probably were inspired by it. But faster-paced combat, more bite-sized stuff.
More futuristic robots.
Yes,
and
very
mechs
dystopian. The world was fucking awesome. The story was very cool. You have a thorn, which is sort of like a thorny whip, but to me, it felt a little bit like the wire bug in Monster Hunter Rise because you're throwing it up and you're kind of flying up on objects, and there's certain moves you can do with it. So I don't know what the fuck you did to be born, or what your parents did, really, to be born into a 1,000,000-year prison sentence. But it's pretty shitty sins of the fathers that you have to take care of there. But look, I kind of like this, and I was just really fascinated. Once again, here's a whole world. I'd never heard of this series, never played this game, and it was so well crafted and done. And I mean, it's a PSP game, so not perfect, but it felt perfectly fine on the PC. So it was kind of a good introduction to just kind of check this out. So it's Freedom Wars Remastered.
It's funny though, there was a lot of games on the PSP I really liked. Sony does bring some of those forward in PlayStation Plus. You can play some of them.
There's a demo for this. I would check it out.
Is there really?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the best game I played this week, but I was really impressed with the world. I kept saying, oh, I'm going to go watch the anime that's to do with it, but there was no anime. But the cutscenes were really good and the story was really good.
This is on PlayStation.
Yeah, you sort of create your prison warden, which is called your accessory, and you can make it look like whatever you want. It comes in, it's like a real bitch. It's you don't have the right to lay down, and you're a prisoner, and you're gonna It's creepy and dystopian, and a little teddy bear comes on the screen. It's very Japanese. I don't know what the fuck they're huffing over there, but it's it just felt like a totally different experience, and I really appreciated Freedom Wars. Okay, so
that was good.
Are you all right?
I was gonna say it's on the PS4 and PS5 right now for $20.
Yeah, it's on sale on Steam too, I think.
And there's a demo also on the PlayStation. So
yeah, so check out the demo for Freedom Wars Remastered. Not the best
I might
one
try
I
it on
played,
the PlayStation.
but the world was cool.
Yeah, it seems like a good living room game on the weekend.
Yes. Okay, so I also played God Eater 3. Never played the God Eater series, another sort of Monster Hunter type games. Now, this came out for PlayStation 4 and PC, and then later on Nintendo Switch. I got it on sale for $5 from $50. So it's a good time if you want to check this one out. You also start as a prisoner.
How'd you get it that cheap?
It was on sale. Well, I gave Gabe a little blowjob. What do you think I did? It was on sale.
It's $60 on Steam.
It was just $5. Is the sale over?
It says $60.
All right.
On Steam
Well, you missed
right now.
it. You snooze, you lose.
Well,
but I picked
guess
it up for
Gabe,
$5.
Good job.
Gabe. Good job, Gabe. I was happy to get it. And thank you, by the way, Badger, for sending me this game because it was a good deal. And I saw it immediately. I was like, I have to play this. Like this one is newer, so the graphics are actually pretty badass. And you also start as a prisoner. You have to do missions. And you start off in your cell. You have a cellmate. I really like the story on this, too. I did. I sent Gabe nudes, and he gave me a discount. It should have been free, really, though. But yeah, so... this music doesn't match this game.
No.
So I love the story right away, and the characters, they're kind of, they're a little kooky, the Japanese characters that they write. They're not like typical, like they're a little like cartoonish, but like Hugo came in, he's like, listen, we're not dying. We're going to get out of here. And I just felt very comforted. Like I had like direction. I'm like, all right, I'm going to follow this guy. We're going to fucking get out of here. And so you get sent into a mission. And of course you're killing beasts. You have really massive weapons. You are trying to collect stuff to get gear. That's what it is. But you also want to escape because you're being forced to do these missions. Okay. Now there's no tracking or trapping like a Monster Hunter game. The combat is also faster like a Monster Hunter game. But you have these burst arts, which is like a meter you build up by using origami powers, which are like monster powers you absorb from the beasts. Very bite-sized once again, not as much like the new Monster Hunter is very open world. But yeah, so you're kind of just in your prison cell, sent out for mission. Prison cell, sent out for mission. That's how the start of the game is. But you're meeting all these crazy characters. You're figuring out which weapons you want to use. You eventually get to like this open world like port area. You can change your outfits, which I liked. I don't know. I put on a dress. I don't know. I just kind of like everything about this. Like it's not as good as Monster Hunter in my head, but it's still kind of like fun because it's a different flavor of it. It's a faster paced. I do like grindy games where you're killing stuff to get loot to make stuff.
So this has online PvP and co-op and all that, and
I think so.
It does.
I didn't partake in that at all.
Okay.
Yeah. But so the whole series is apparently good. And I don't know. It's something I've never, ever fucking thought of or paid attention to. And these games have been around for ages. They've also been on the PSP. They've also been on old PlayStations, probably PS2. I think maybe the first one was. I don't know. But check out the God Eater series. I did like the third one. I thought that this one was pretty cool. So I know you're not into like the hunting genre, but you don't like seeing animals like squirm or something. I think you said.
I mean, listen, I know Monster Hunter is cool. Like I do. Like I like it, but it's not. I don't know. There's other stuff to play.
I just like going to a blacksmith and just making something. I don't know.
I know.
Like, it just appeals to me.
I like bread girls. I like all of those things.
Crafting.
So
Well, I don't think there's bread girls. Well, there's like cats with food. But okay, so then I didn't play this other game, but I want to mention it because apparently it's a whole other thing. So there is another Monster Hunter type game called Toukiden or Toukiden, I don't know how to say it, Toukiden. And I picked up Toukiden 2. It's from the people who did Neo. That's why I wanted to play this one. So it's very like feudal Japan, Japanese folklore with Oni. So there's like a lot of demons like Neo. And it just looked, once again, like a cool experience of a different flavor of a Monster Hunter type game. Which one is better? I think God Eater was probably better than Freedom Wars. Freedom Wars had a better like story that sucked me in because you're playing and you have the fucking prison sentence above your head. Right. Jedi, I know hunting games, but that's what they were calling
I want to play Freedom Wars, though. I like the aesthetic of it.
The aesthetic of Freedom Wars was pretty cool. The aesthetic of God Eater is cool, but it's a little more generic. It's like the stereotypical Japanese moon with like Freedom Wars was like cyberpunk dystopian, like prison sentence above your head. You were born. It's like fucking Running Man and Demolition Man. Like Freedom Wars world was a lot grittier. Yes,
I'm totally playing that on PlayStation this weekend.
Yeah, so Freedom Wars had a really cool vibe. And it's very arcadey with the gun and stuff. John, you might get a kick out of it. But yeah, so I didn't play Toukiden 2 yet, but I was excited because I was like, oh, it's the Neo people. I was like, this looks pretty interesting. And it's just another kind of hunting game. So Yeah, like this was a cool idea, like a cool thing to do. I kind of focused in on what Japanese games do I like? What are the older ones I missed? And, these are still popular games, but I kind of didn't really pay attention to them as a gamer for whatever reason.
Exactly. That's why this topic's so great. Like,
yeah. They're big, huge properties, very popular, probably more popular in Japan. And I kind of pride myself on like I've played a little bit of everything. And I feel like this is sort of a glaring gap that we're closing slowly through the years.
Right.
But yeah, so I enjoyed my experience kind of doing this. And I am drinking a Japanese soda with a marble like I did last time. And this one is Kuromi.
You did buy that?
I did. I got this one at World Market. This is Kuromi from Hello Kitty, who I do. I like Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Okay, you guys know I like that game. I'm not like a Hello Kitty freak or anything. I just like that game and I like Kurami. And so of course it's purple. It's great because she's like the warlock or whatever. And so I like these little sodas. They're very small. That's what I like about them. Because here,
I was going to buy one of those because you talked about that. And I went to, what was that store called? I can't remember the name of it.
Daiso. That's the Japanese store I went to a few times.
Yeah, no, I went there too when I was in Illinois, and I saw those sodas, and I saw how much sugar was in it. I said, nah.
Yeah, Cece saying his daughter loves sodas with the marbles. They're cool, but you could hurt your finger. I don't, like, you have to be
pushing
careful.
That thing
I have
in.
a hard time doing it. I'm worried I'm going to like crack glass or whatever. But yeah, if you guys don't know, it's a little glass marble that sits on top of the soda. You push it down, and then
it like activates the carbonation, right?
I think it's already carbonated, but I'm not sure. It's kind of just like a little thing. And there's these tiny, cute little bottles. They're very sugary. I almost feel like they should be watered down a little bit, but they're very small. And they're just kind of like, they taste very clean and refreshing and bubbly. So Cece says he might be going to Japan. My sister might be going as well. I would love to go. I'm scared of flying, but I really would like to see Japan someday.
You will not be able to handle that flight.
Well, how bad is it from Cali?
I don't know. It's 16 hours from Newark to Hong Kong. God. I don't know what.
I need to get to Italy
probably
too. But first I gotta get to the East
It's
Coast.
probably 10 hours, I bet.
Yeah, I know. I need to, I'd have to go with somebody that could keep me calm. All right. So, I did some other stuff.
You know, you should take with you, I know this guy, Jack.
Well,
Jack Daniels. He'll help you quite a bit on that flight.
I don't think
he'll help you. Trust me.
No,
he helps quite a bit on those flights.
No, you don't want me. I've only had like one glass of wine in my life, and I feel like I just get very giggly. I get very slutty. You don't want me on that plane like that. All right, so that's about it for me, John. What did you do over there?
Well, okay, I played some stuff. I played a couple games I want to talk about, and the first one, I have to say, going into it, I didn't really want to play this.
Okay.
It's a rhythm game. I'm not opposed to rhythm games.
Really?
I like rhythm games, but it's a game called Unbeatable. But, the artwork style and all this was kind of calling my name. And it's an interesting game. It has like this anime art style, okay? Mm-hmm. It's fantastic. They kind of visually it's the animation's great and has this like effect over it that kind of looks like an 80s or 90s cartoon or something. Mm-hmm. Like I think it's trying to date itself a little bit. And the story is that you're in a band. I think it's all girl band. And so you're like the lead singer in this band. Okay. And you're putting on this giant concert in a stadium. Okay. And again, it's a rhythm game, but, and so what happens is that the game starts out, you're in this giant stadium. There's millions of people waiting to see you. You have a bit of a ability to kind of free roam the stadium before you go on stage, and you're talking to your bandmates and all this stuff, and you go out and there's crowds of people waiting. They're fainting. They can't believe they see you. They're all waiting for you. And then you go on the stage and you start playing this song, which by the way was fucking amazing. The fucking
original
opening
music, or is it just like Japanese music? Do you know?
I don't know the origin of the song, the opening song. I should have looked it up. I was so blown away by the song. Like it's just such in my wheelhouse. It was kind of like almost like a
90s alt rock.
90s kind of alt rock guitar heavy.
Mm-hmm. This game has been trending for a bit. I saw it. I was like, why is it so popular?
Yeah, I don't know who did that the Unbeatable game opening song is Waiting D-Cell Remix. I don't know. Featuring vocals by Rachel Lake and music by Peak Divide. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It was so fucking cool. Okay.
Okay. So how is the rhythm bit of it? You're jumping.
Okay. So I just kind of want to set this up though, because this is important to note. Okay.
All right. So
because
we're making notes.
So you're doing this concert, you're playing the song, and by the way, at that point you have no agency. You're not controlling anything. It's just you're just watching, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then something happens where all of a sudden the song and everything stops, and you're in a field. And I think a bomb went off. I think something bad happened
during the 40s, or
no? I think some kind of nuclear thing happened or something. like something happened.
Really dark all of a sudden.
Something bad happened. Okay, and you wake up in a field. Okay,
yeah,
like you're in the middle of this concert,
got blown
and
pretty far.
Yeah, and you wake up in a field, and then this little girl finds you, and you're a girl too, and she's like, what do you have? What are you doing? Oh my God, is this a guitar? Is this an amplifier? Oh my God, we gotta hide this. We need to get rid of this. We gotta hide it. And you go on this fucking adventure with this girl, and she takes you to this house with all these like maids and like guards and like some deeper things going on in this world, okay? And then for like the next 40 minutes, I sat and listened to this fucking story, okay? And did nothing.
Why did you choose to do that?
Well, that was the game, right?
Okay.
I'm saying there was no gameplay, right?
Really?
I'm just following this girl around, going around the city, going to talk to all these people, and just setting up this narrative there's some dystopian thing going on in this world, and something bad happened when this concert was going on, and then you revisit the concert hall, and it's just like blown to smithereens. Like it's just like gone. There's like grass growing everywhere. Mm-hmm. And then
you went back in time.
Or I think forward.
Okay.
I think it's present time. I don't know. You blacked out. Okay. Anyway, there's like this big conspiracy going on. Something bad's happening. There's like these overlords ruling the world, these guards, you're avoiding them. And then you have all these little combat sequences trying to get away from them, and that's where the rhythm game comes in.
Okay. So after an hour, you finally get to play.
Yeah, like 40 minutes or something. But here's the thing: I don't like the rhythm combat in this game. I don't like it.
I didn't like the rhythm combat in Hi-Fi Rush, which is another anime rhythm game, and a lot of people did.
I think Hi-Fi Rush was probably better than this.
Okay.
In a lot of ways.
So people like this game, then you think because the art and the story.
Oh, the art's so good. It really is.
The music.
It's a very unique style. I think it's done pretty well. The music is pretty fucking great. But here's the good news. Good news. There's a story mode and there's an arcade mode, and then the arcade mode allows you just to pick a song and do it, right?
Right.
But again, I don't like how the rhythm mechanic works. It's basically using on a controller the LB and the RB bumpers, okay? And you're basically just punching low and punching high and then punching in the middle. And so you have these notes coming and you're doing combat this way rhythmically with the music. And I'm not into it.
I played games like that before.
Yeah.
I forget what it was called. And it was pretty fun. So I might like it, but I
didn't
don't like
an
hour of the story in the field. I don't think I want to do that.
Well, again, you have to if you want to just play the game, you could do the arcade mode and forget the story.
Okay.
But I think the story, to me, is kind of like the attraction here, right? I think
it's
the arcade mode.
Dispatch when because I didn't like the gameplay, but I was like, oh, this is actually like a well done like anime. This could have been on TV.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. So the next game I played here. Is Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom. Mm-hmm. And we had a listener recommend this, right?
Yeah, Cavi, I think, said it was one of the craziest starts of a game, and he wanted to hear your reaction.
Okay, so I'm not familiar with this series at all. Are you?
You played the other game.
I did?
Yeah, you played
Did I really?
Yeah, I think it was the first one
remastered. Oh, I
remember
that game. Okay.
Now, some people keep saying this game is shit, too. I've heard that as well. So
that's right. I did play that first game.
Yeah. See, I know more of what you've done than you do.
But these are totally different characters, so it didn't click.
Yeah, but it's got the same name, Ni no Kuni 1 and 2. How do you?
Well, now that I see the first game, I did like that first game.
You did. Now, what did you think of this?
So this is different.
Okay.
This is an action RPG. I don't remember how the combat worked in that last game. Was it turn-based? I kind of liked that first game too. Huh. Right. It's interesting. I just had a revelation here. But anyway, okay. Yeah, I guess I did play the first game. So, okay. So he said I was going to be blown away by the opening sequence of this game.
He said he wanted to hear your reaction to it because it's really crazy.
Yeah. So the setup is that you are the president of like a modern day world. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you're driving what looks like the George Washington Bridge, like into New York City. Right. Mm. And then all of a sudden a nuclear bomb goes off.
What's up with your theme? I did hunting games and you're doing bombs.
Yeah.
That's fucking scary.
So you're like on the bridge in your limousine with a motorcade going over.
The bridge is scary. I always got scared on that bridge.
The George Washington Bridge is stupid.
I don't know why I got scared on it.
Yeah, well, there's two levels to it. There's the bottom level, which is like, that's scary.
Freaked me out.
Anyway, so you're on that bridge. You're going to New York City, and then all of a sudden you look out the window and you see a missile going into, I guess, Manhattan or a pseudo Manhattan, and it goes off, and your limousine gets knocked back, and then you wake up in the grass. Holy shit! This is
what the fuck is happening? You played the same game. What the fuck? You're just realizing this now. A bomb goes off. You're in a city, then you wake up in the grass. Holy shit! What the fuck?
I actually wake up in a castle, maybe? You wake up somewhere else that's not that, and you're in another world, a completely different world with fucking mouse people, okay?
Oh.
Ruling, and you meet a mouse king?
Person?
They're mouse people.
Do they look like mice or people?
Yes, they're mouse. They're mice.
They're mice on 2 feet? What are they? What do you mean?
They're people with mice features. Do you follow me?
No, I don't really. I'm going to Google one of them because I don't know what you're talking about. What's a mice person?
Yeah, look at the mice people. Like the king. So the person with the blonde hair that looks like a girl is actually a guy, and he's the king. And then there's
they're
like
just mice walking around like bipedal. What do you mean they're mice people?
They're mice people. No, look at the king. Look at the blonde haired king. He's a person, but he has mouse ears.
It's so stupid. Okay.
And then there's like some guy named like Mousinger who's trying to like what?
It's Kevin Hart. Cranky says, yeah. Martin Short. I don't know.
Look at Otto Mousinger. Look up that character. Otto Mousinger.
I'm not Googling Otto Mousinger. I'm not typing that out.
OTTOMAUSINGER. Otto Mousinger. Look at him.
I don't want to.
Why?
I don't even like that I know he exists. All right. No, I'm looking at it. So it's these cute little kids with like mouse ears.
But
shit.
You see Otto Mousinger?
Otto Mousinger.
But mouse is MAUS, like dead mouse.
See. Yeah. I'm getting a different guy. I'm getting Otto Mule, some like German. I don't know. I can't find him. It's fine. I'll figure it out.
You need to see him.
Can you please just talk about this fucking game?
Can you look
Instead of making me look at a mouse person? Thank you. Oh, I see him. Oh, he's very regal.
Yeah, he's Otto Messenger.
Yeah. He's very regal. He looks more like a ferret, if I'm being honest.
I know. Yeah.
All right. He's the king of Ding Dong Dell. What the?
All right. So anyway, you are a human. This nuclear explosion goes off, and all of a sudden you're in this fucking mouse world with these mouse fucking people, and they're all trying to. There's a coup going on, trying to fucking kill this kid king, that little yellow-haired mouse guy,
King Joffrey,
who looks like a girl, by the way.
Yeah.
I thought it was a girl. Okay.
Yeah. Man
and
up,
so
bitch.
basically you're being. There's a coup going on.
Stupid, John. I gotta tell you, the characters look stupid.
You don't like them?
No. Ding Dong Dell sounds like a location in Ni no Kuni. It is a location in Ni no Kuni. He's the king of Ding Dong.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is the gameplay?
All right. It's an ARPG with real time combat.
I don't believe it's an ARPG. ARPGs
it is an ARPG.
Are very particular things. It might be an action RPG, but if you're going to say ARPG.
It's an action RPG
and some crafting.
No, there is loot and crafting and all that.
Isometric.
No, there's loot, there's crafting. It's all. It's a 3D ARPG.
I wouldn't. If someone's like, "Give me some good ARPGs," I'm not saying Ni no Kuni 2. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying
is
Path
it
of Exile,
an ARPG?
Diablo, Titan Quest, Grim Dawn.
Yes, Nino is an action RPG. ARPG featuring real-time
fine,
combat with melee
ARPG,
magic and cute
it
elemental helpers called Higgledies alongside significant kingdom building.
There's no Otto Mousingers.
It's a fucking ARPG. I mean, AI just told me it is.
AI tells me a lot of things, okay, and it's not true. So
here's on Reddit. Wait, Nino is an ARPG?
It's an action RPG, but it's not an ARPG. I'm telling you, in my head, ARPGs
what are you
mean
talking
something.
about?
They're different. Okay, it's different.
Michelle, what does the A in ARPG stand for? Say it out loud,
action, John. I
Michelle.
know that, but an ARPG is a different genre. It's a seasonal game.
So MLB is a baseball league, but Major League Baseball is not.
I don't care about your logical bullshit. I care about the feeling I get when somebody says ARPG.
Yeah, no,
and
it's
then they
not
say,
MLB. It's Major League Baseball.
Okay, right. So
those are two different things. Those are two totally different things, Michelle.
I'm going to tell him Nino
the
Kuni
NFL
too.
is not the same as the National Football League. What are you talking about? Those are two totally different things.
It's not a typical ARPG of what it means. Action RPG is like Hyrule Warriors or something, or this game, or Action Combat.
No, you want to apply Diablo type games to all
That's
of these
what
things.
ARPGs are.
It's not a turn based. Right. It's real time
combat.
Those
aren't turn based either. So what? Derek says Nino Kuni made him cry. He deleted it. Sorry, made him sad, not cry. Steam has it as an RPG, JRPG, old school says. Thank you, not an ARPG. All right, whatever. Did you like the game with your mouse people?
I did, actually, yeah.
Okay.
And the thing is, I know I barely scratched the surface. I only played it for like 90 minutes. I've been sick watching like diners, drive-in dives. And so I played 90 minutes of it, and I actually really liked it quite a bit, to be honest. And I know it's going to open up even more there's a kingdom building aspect to this.
That's cool.
Where you can like put down buildings and hire people and build these little armies and shit. I haven't even gotten to that yet, and I want to. But here's the thing that also blows me away about this game. I played this only on my Steam Deck on my TV.
Mm-hmm.
It ran at 60 frames all the time. It performs so great, and it's a fully 3D engine. It looks great. Now, I'm only playing at 720, which is the only option I could pick, by the way, like with the Steam
Deck. Yeah,
it's
locked on the Steam Deck, yeah.
Yeah. But my TV scales it just fine, and it wasn't fuzzy or anything. Like, if it was a PlayStation 4 or 5 game, I probably wouldn't question it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a Steam Deck, I really recommend this game, and I just recommend it in general.
You got it on sale, too. I think you got it for 10 from 60. So
I think so, yeah.
There's some big sales happening. Got to pay attention.
Yeah, I like this game. I like the world. I do like the story. I like Otto Mossinger quite a bit.
You do. You made me look at his face. You wouldn't continue the show until I Googled him.
He's kind of a dick. Well, he's the one that's kind of in charge of the coup here, you know.
Okay. So he's an asshole?
No, I would say you don't need to play the first one because I think this is a completely isolated story.
But you already spoiled it, though. You're on the George Washington Bridge.
That's like the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when it started and it was like in this modern setting, I was like, all right, this looks badass. Like, it looks cool.
That's what was cool about the Time Story Digimon game. You're in that kind of modern city.
I like how Japanese developers like present modern cities. I do. I think it's different than Western developers. Don't you think so?
What's different about it?
I don't know. There's just a different style and vibe, like how they draw them, how they render them. There's just something different about it. Like,
feel. There's less people with blue hair walking around, like less fat people.
Yeah.
Less women with half-shaven
heads.
There's
no like guys selling pencils in an alley. Like, you don't see that ever.
Pencils in an alley. That's like a blind dude thing.
I was in a band called Pencils in an Alley.
All right, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking Captain and Mucinex.
Great. All right, let's talk about what we watched. So I did watch 2 series, and I took recommendations from listeners on them because I was kind of lost this time. So the first one is from David, who said I should watch Insomniacs After School, the animated series, not the live action movie. And I ran into this a lot when I was looking things up. There's like live action versions and animated anime of a lot of these mangas. So this one is the animated series that you can watch on Hulu and I think on a couple of other services like on Amazon. And it's about a couple who bonds over their shared sleep problems at the abandoned astronomy observatory at school. And what I kind of like about...
Abandoned observatory?
Yes. What I like about like anime is like there are these oddly specific like premises, like something like this that like they
like
make
that,
a story about it. So they
I
both
like that
have
a lot.
problem sleeping, and
yes.
they're both insomniacs or whatever. And I'm like, all right, so there's a lot of talking, which I like in sort of movies, TV shows. We've talked about that before. But yeah, so they can finally fall asleep together, but now they don't want to because they just, they want to talk or whatever. So it's like a real conundrum, but they're both like grumpy and cranky all the time because they aren't sleeping. Turns out all you just need is a nap and you're going to be fine. But it also has like another anime trope I notice a lot in romances: fireworks. There's always like a guy and a girl kissing in front of fireworks. And I don't know if that's like a big thing in Japan to take girls too, or like, but I noticed like these same sort of tropes on repeat like a lot of the times.
Well, that's kind of a
firework
I know my
kiss
dad,
is like every romance has it.
My dad used to take my mom to see the submarine races.
What the fuck?
What?
What the hell?
What? They go down in the water and he'd say, "We're going to go see the submarine races."
Was that what?
It was just.
Was that it?
It was a way to get her to go to the water. You can't see the submarine races because they're underwater.
So you get her to put a bikini on. Is that what it is?
No, it's just like we're gonna go watch these races, and next thing you know, you have this woman at the shore,
right,
but you can't.
And then yeah, that was smooth. I mean, I got to give it to him. He put in a little extra thought there. Usually, like I said, guys just take me bowling so they can look at my ass back in the day. Your father put in the effort, okay?
Yeah.
He thought down the road.
With his trickery, I guess.
It's true, though. I'll always go, like, through the years in my life. If my boyfriend was super interested in something, I'd always go with him or whatever. So I've done all sorts of things.
But there are no submarines, Michelle. Do you understand? You can't.
Wait, he lied?
It's a joke. Because you can't, if the submarines are racing, they're underwater and you can't see them.
But what did he take her to? What did he tell her? Did he tell her submarine racing?
It was an excuse to get her to the beach.
But he lied. And she went there and she was all excited.
He created a false premise, okay?
I didn't pay attention. I thought you could see like their little things coming up from the water, like a little flag or something.
I don't know. I don't know. It's something I always heard. I don't know if it's true or not, to be honest.
I don't think it's true, but let's run with it. So yeah, that was cute. And then Robert Jr. from Virginia wrote me and said, Michelle, on the last Weeb Outsiders, you said you loved Love is War. Which I really do. I think it's a funny series. There is another rom-com anime I think you should check out called Maid Sama. It's free on YouTube right now, and you would enjoy the banter between the two characters. So yes, I checked out Maid Sama. And by the way, the whole maid thing is a big category in anime because there's maid cafes in Japan.
Maid cafes?
Yeah, maid cafes. It's a big thing.
Where all the maids go?
Well, it's girls dressed as maids and guys go there, and you have to call them master. Okay, so Japanese men go. Women are dressed as maids. They're very nice to them, polite to them. They call them master, whatever. So that's sort of what this is about because there is a female student. She's the student council president at like a 90% male school. So because of that, she's like a drill sergeant. Like she's very tough. She's very like, she's yelling at these guys all the time. She's like, you're a fucking loser. Tuck your shirt in. You're pathetic. But then she works at a maid cafe after school because it pays well and it like fits her hours. And it's like a big secret she's keeping. It could destroy her because nobody would respect her anymore. And then like the most popular boy at school discovers her secret and she thinks he's gonna like
she works there.
Yes, that she works there at the maid cafe. It's called like Maid Latte or something.
So Derek says, or someone said, old school says, so it's basically like a Hooters. She works at Hooters,
kind of. But I think it's a little different. I mean, Hooters is going to be some slut picking at your wings with her dirty nails. This seems a little classier. Yeah, Hooters is a dude right now with his balls on your lap.
Yeah, not anymore. It's some dude in a tank top.
Yeah, with a hairy chest. So this seemed a little bit more like a new wave tea, like a tea shop. What was it called? Like a tea ceremony or a tea club or something that Japanese men used to have where women would serve them tea. This is like the new version of that, coffee, whatever, made latte. And there are maid cafes out there. And so, so the boy at school finds her there. He walks by and sees her and she's like, great, this fucking guy is going to destroy me. He is going to blackmail me. And what ends up happening is he's actually kind of like tortures her a little bit, but in a teasing way. He keeps coming in every day and it's kind of like, you've got to call me this. You've got to do this. Like he kind of takes advantage of a situation. But I liked it because like in a lot of romances, there's always like some awkward, shy, like weirdo. I don't like to kind of, I can't relate to that at all. I know that's probably a part of the culture. People are quiet and shy or whatever, but like these two were like sassing each other the whole time. So that's more my speed. So I thought it was kind of funny. I don't know if I have like a Japanese sense of humor, but like I find myself laughing at a lot of these rom-coms. Like they're kind of funny, like the way they're written. But they're a little more edgy than something we'd get here animated. Like he lifts up her skirt in a scene and things like that. And there's dudes grabbing, like it's a little more adult. And something I noticed in this anime, another trope I'll bring up, and you've probably seen it, is it changes the art style. Like halfway through in certain scenes, like they'll pop in there more chibi in some scenes.
One of the shows I watch does that quite a bit. Like it's like all of a sudden the artwork just changes for no fucking reason.
Yeah,
like,
it's weird. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm kind of used to it now. At first, I didn't like it.
But I was trying to figure out like what was the point of it, because like
it's like a quicker anime style. I thought it was like
it's a very crude line drawing style in the one of the games, one of the movies shows I watched. Like it just all of a sudden it's like the same character, but it's just a line drawing and it's all squiggly and like almost like it's like a
or there'll be a bunch of different styles.
Or something.
This one had two; it kept popping in and out of.
Really,
and I thought it was kind of like I got used to it because I think they were trying to like put in scenes, like quick little things to kind of like flesh things out or whatever. But yeah, so I liked this show, Maid Sama. I still think Love is War is way better. It was just funnier. That's another one I talked about in another Weeb Outsiders episode.
Yeah, I remember
but
that.
I did like just kind of like, because when I was looking for this, I ran across like millions of these maid shows. And I'm like, why is this a thing? And then I started reading about maid cafes. I'm like, okay, this is something I've never, I
think French maid is a common porn search term, Michelle.
No. There are literal maid cafes in Japan on like the corners. Okay, it's like a common thing. So it's not.
I know,
but a porn
women
search.
are dressing as maids
search.
as some kind of a fetish thing, though. Like they're.
No.
What am I not understanding?
What I'm saying is, there are maid cafes in Japan where women dress as maids and men go. That's not common. Yeah. That's not nothing to do with porn.
It's sexy.
Porn searches.
It's a cosplay.
You have to explain it to me. I'm saying this is why this whole type of anime exists, because a lot of them take place in maid cafes or, that's like the setting. It's just the setting. Right. Like they're all about the maid cafes or whatever. There was a couple of other games I saw that I was like, oh, okay, because there's like games that are where you're a maid in a maid cafe too. Like, because it's a whole scene there.
By the way, these maid cafes look kind of benign.
Yeah, that's what I said. It didn't look. It's just like.
It looks like a group of friends going out, almost like, and the maids are singing like song and dance stuff.
Yeah. What? They're there, but this show presented it as very like, oh, master, here's your coffee,
right.
And then once the guys from school found out, they started going or whatever. So it's just a whole other scene. But that's what I appreciate once again about like
this looks like a Disney thing.
Well, some of them are probably more wholesome.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right? It looks like a family outing. They got like they're performing on a stage singing
they're
like
not
show
wearing
tunes.
Like thongs and I mean
they got thigh highs on.
Clothes on. Yeah, but it's weird. But once again, just like an oddly specific topic that I would never see on American TV show or European TV show, but like they have a whole subcategory of anime devoted to maid cafes.
That woman's got like a pile of beans with stars in them.
Where?
See that? Look at the woman in the white shirt on the right. What is that? There's like stars in her food.
Oh my God.
You see those?
Yeah. Well, this wasn't like presented as family fun. This was presented as like dudes going in this one. So yeah. I don't know. I found myself just poking around though on Crunchyroll. I watched a bunch of episodes of a bunch of things. And it's cool to just, like we say, step into the world once in a while, because I know that you watch like two of the most popular animes out now. And I think so.
The thing is, I don't know that to be true, but I did watch them. These are
it's true. They're popular.
Well, I understand that, but the two I watched, I never really heard of.
I've heard of them a lot.
I heard of one of them, but I never really knew what it was. I heard of Dan to Dan before. But
okay, so tell me about Dan to Dan, because I have friends who watch the show.
Okay.
What the fuck is it?
So Dan to Dan is actually really kind of cool. Again, I'm going to preface this for both of these. I just love the art so much in these things. Like, I respect it so much. Mm-hmm. It's just so well done. And But Dan to Dan is kind of like a teenage, like romantic comedy in a way, in many ways.
It's like supernatural, right? Like
it is supernatural. So the setup is this. Okay, there's a very nerdy boy in school who is just overlooked by everybody. Okay, he's got no friends, no nothing, but he's obsessed with UFOs. Okay, and he's just constantly reading books on UFOs and UAPs, and he's obsessed with this topic. Okay, and he believes they're real and all this shit. Okay, and then there's this very pretty, I guess, hot girl that's in high school who breaks up with her boyfriend, and she's depressed, and she sees him reading this book and basically says, UFOs are bullshit. How can you believe in that shit? It doesn't exist. Okay.
Right.
And then they start talking, and then she reveals that she believes in ghosts. Okay.
Well, that's even more bullshit. At least aliens are
right.
Probably
and then so he's like, "Are you fucking stupid?
Yeah.
There's no fucking thing as ghosts. You're an idiot."
Me on life on other planets because there's many galaxies of grains of sand, and you're talking about ghosts.
So this is what brings them together, okay?
Okay.
And so basically, she says, "Okay, fine. You don't believe in fucking ghosts. I want you to go to this location. I swear to God, it's haunted, and you're gonna fucking see for yourself, okay?"
Okay.
And he says, "Okay, fine. I want you to go to this location, go to the roof of this building, and you're gonna be fucking greeted with a UFO when you get to the top, okay?"
Okay.
And so they're basically switching, their likes and challenging them to experience them. Okay. And so they're talking on the phone while they're in these places. Okay. Talking about what they're seeing, and basically what happens is they both experience each other's thing. Right.
Right.
He sees ghosts. And she sees UFOs. She's actually abducted, and it's very graphic what happens to her. Yeah. And these aliens are gonna literally they're like these mechanical dicks came out of their pants and they're about to fuck the shit out of her. Yeah.
How do you know?
They were going in her vagina.
Cheeks? Oh.
No, she was basically spread eagle on a table in her underwear and bra.
And mechanical dicks came out.
And these guys around her with mechanical dicks.
Aliens are basically AI now. They're just sort of like drones or
listen, there was something that was very thought-provoking the alien said.
Okay, what do you say?
I really was like, wow, that makes a lot of sense.
What do you say?
Because I feel like we're kind of drifting towards this androgynous kind of society, where everyone's just
women
going
are
to
becoming dudes.
Yeah, where there's basically no sex.
Pussies now.
There's no sex. Yeah. There's no whatever. I feel like we're kind of drifting that way. And,
for sure.
and I've heard that the Greys, the aliens...
the alien said something thought-provoking while his dick was out. Do you want to tell us what it was?
I'll get to the thought-provoking part.
Don't leave us hanging like his dick,
I'll get
John.
to the
thought-provoking. Say?
But okay, so I've heard people speculate that the aliens that we see, the stereotypical aliens, the Greys, all that, right?
They're AI.
No. They're not AI. They're humans from the future that come back, okay? And because they're no, just hang on.
They come back.
They're coming back to make sure we don't do something with nuclear weapons. I don't know, but whatever.
Yeah.
So if you're to believe that aliens are actually time traveling humans from the future, and they're basically androgynous, okay, they're basically androgynous. You can. My geometry teacher in high school told me you can.
No, you can't.
My geometry teacher in high school, I'll never forget. He folded a piece of paper and said how you could punch through and all this shit, whatever. So
that's traveling time space. That's not going back in time.
Okay, so if you're to believe that aliens in the future are androgynous, which they seem to be with the Greys,
they have dicks.
Well, no, they don't. They're smooth everywhere.
You said his dick was out.
Mechanical dick. The aliens
What's the
have
point of a mechanical dick?
Because they don't have real dicks. Okay, so anyway,
what did he say?
This is what the aliens said in the show that was thought-provoking. They said that there's no sex anymore.
Yeah.
We don't have male and female, so the only way we can procreate is by cloning.
Oh, we can travel space and time, but we can't figure out how to grow a baby in a pod. No, not true.
They said the only way to but that's the same thing, Michelle, growing a baby in a pod.
No, it's not. You
by
can
cloning.
grow a baby in a pod from a million different people.
But the
cloning is something different. Growing in a pod is surrogacy.
I guess there's no egg and sperm. I get it.
Yeah.
So okay. So anyway, I thought I was like, oh, that's actually That's kind of interesting. Okay, if we
I thought you were
become,
gonna say you said cut my balls or something.
no,
This
if
is
we
not very
become
fun.
like these sexless, androgynous things, then that would be one way to carry on the species is cloning, right? Okay, so anyway,
Just grow in a lab.
So, all right, so they're in a UFO, and then what happens with the guy is that he gets possessed by a ghost, a demon, this witch, and she takes his dick.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she takes his dick.
Just take a sip. What's up with the dicks in this show?
Yeah, his dick's gone. He has no dick.
Why?
She took it. The witch took it.
He's got to live his life with no dick?
He's got no dick.
This
And she
guy
wants-
is not going to be happy.
Yeah, so the nerd loses his dick, and
That's
it's just
not
gone.
good.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not
gone.
good. That's too young.
Yeah, well,
He's going to commit suicide.
So he's possessed by this witch, and basically he gets out of the ghost situation, she gets out of the alien situation, and now they're together.
But
okay?
all she had to do was get fucked by a mechanical dick. He lost his. This is kind of unfair.
I know, but she ends up like fight. So what happens is he comes and saves her as the witch because he's possessed by the witch.
Is he
ghost
still
woman.
dickless?
Well, she took the dick. Yeah, the dick's gone. So,
Forever?
So the UFO
Does he
crashes.
get his dick back, John?
I'll tell you. So the UFO crashes, and basically he's like, "Listen, I got to tell you this. I don't have a dick anymore." And she's like, "Get the fuck out of here." She's like, "Let me see." And so he opens his pants and looks down. He's
Did
like,
he say
"Oh my
dick?
god."
What do you say? What's the term he uses? It's very
They
important.
use banana. His banana's
a
gone.
banana. Okay.
Yeah. And so he looks down his pants. He's like, "Oh my god." She's like, "Let me see. Let me see." He's like,
Does he
"No,
have balls still?
I don't know. They didn't.
Would
they
you
didn't-
rather have no dick and balls or a dick with no balls?
Well, I mean, the balls you could potentially procreate with that, right?
Who cares? Wouldn't you rather have a dick and not
Get the
procreate than have no fucking cock? Who gives a shit about your balls? You want? He's hung like a Ken doll.
So basically
Frankie
now-
says he knew a witch that loved to take his dick. And
Yeah. So okay. So basically now,
just the
so
balls is brutal.
he's
It's like a
got no
hanging
fucking
vagina.
dick, and he's possessed by a witch. But here's
Oh
the
my
thing:
God.
the girl has a superpower she got somehow from the UFOs that she can stop.
She can grow dicks.
No, she can stop the witch from taking over him. Okay. But if they separate, he turns into this monster. So they're tethered together now because if she leaves him, he basically will turn into a monster and die because he's possessed. You follow me? So they're now tethered together. He can't live without her because she's protecting him from the witch.
Okay.
But then they start using this to their advantage.
Yeah.
So if they're getting attacked by demons or shit, she will let him turn into the witch slightly to gain her powers. Okay. And there's other shit to this. Her mom's
just
a medium.
a dork with no dick. Like,
her
what do
mom's
you-
a medium, and there's
Yeah.
a whole. So she has a history of ghosts and all this shit.
Yeah.
I like this quite a bit.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay, good. Is
And
this
again,
a metaphor? Yeah, I don't know. There's
but
a
here's
lot
the-
of dick loss and
But here's the thing: if I had all the time in the world, I would watch every.
you do have the time. People
I
have enough
can't
time to do
watch
whatever they want. They're
everything.
choosing to do. You
But
could.
it's
You don't have to
so
watch the
good-
same things over and over. Your documentary about food trucks for the 10th time. And you put it on
But
while you're doing
I
something.
like this so much. It's so good. I love the characters. I love the girl in this. I have to tell you, I really do. The girl in this is great.
You love a sassy. Now, you could put this on
yeah.
your second monitor while you game.
Yeah, I know. I think the girl character is so great in this. Yeah, it's good. I'd watch. I would see Dan. Dan.
Does he get his dick back?
Well, that's where I left off. They're on a
Okay.
mission to go
Yeah,
to
that's a
some
cliffhanger.
cave.
Mm-hmm.
They have to basically kill this witch that possessed him to get his
Right.
dick back.
Okay.
And they have to do it as a team because if they separate, he's going to die.
Right. Do they hate each
Basically.
other?
No, I think they're falling in love.
Oh, okay.
And he's a total nerd.
Enjoy
And she's
his.
totally hot. Yeah.
He's got no cock. You left that part out.
It's temporary, though. I
We
mean,
don't
if
know
you really
that.
love someone,
That's a big risk.
you can get around that.
If you really love somebody, you can get around it. Yeah, but you got to love them first. No one's going to fall in love with a cockless dude. If I love you and you lose your cock, it's fine, okay?
Right.
But if I met you and you're cockless, I'm probably not going out with you. It is a ball hanger.
You can work around it. I don't
You
know.
can't work around. No woman is working around that. If she is, I'm saying it's fine if you lose it once you like somebody, but if you don't open with it, guys. If you're
Don't
listening,
open
you
with
have
the no
cock,
dick.
Don't open with you have
Yeah.
no dick. You got to hook her on the line first. Oh well.
Okay. The other show, Michelle. It's called Gachiakuta.
Yeah.
Gachiakuta.
Gachiakuta. I've heard about this one.
Okay. So I guess the story with this, it was written and illustrated by this one guy, like Kai Urana, but there's these graffiti things in it that are from a legit, like, Tokyo street tagger guy, you know? Like, it has that kind of edge to it. But this does not take place in any kind of modern anything, okay?
It's inspired by that sort of, I heard it was thrash punk, Jet Set Radio. It has this feeling
I
of
guess
that.
so. So this is a really interesting show, okay?
Okay.
So you basically have this kid, okay? Actually, there's a lot of social commentary with this thing, big time. It's basically a class commentary, you know, the elites and the normies, or the elites and the bums, or whatever you want to, low class, first class, second class, whatever you want to say, okay? And you have this floating city, okay? And in this floating city is this area that is walled off, that is pristine and perfect, and everything is white and everything is gold, and everyone wears white and gold, which is a cool aesthetic. I like it.
I like white and gold together.
Yes, I do. And so everything is just perfect in every way, okay? These people are educated. They like the finer things in life and all that. Yep. But they're in this floating city, but this section of the city, the perfect part, is walled off, okay? And outside these walls are basically the slums, the ghetto, the whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And that's where all the dirty people are. Mm-hmm. And literally they're dirty, okay? And garbage is a big theme in this. And so this stars this boy, Rudo, who is living in the slums, and he's sneaking into the city, going through their garbage, trying to find treasures that they threw out because they don't value it, and bring it back to hit the slums and whatever, make use of them, okay? And he was also he's an orphan. He was raised by this dude who basically instilled
like
these
Aladdin.
things.
So I'm just thinking, is he like... It sounds like Aladdin. He's going sneaking into the city.
But here's the thing. This floating city is throwing all of their garbage basically into what they call the pit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And it's really nothing more than they're just throwing it off the city because it's floating.
Right.
Somewhere. It's going they don't even know where it's going. They're just throwing it off, okay?
Doesn't matter. Like, yeah, it's just out
get
of
this
sight.
garbage. We're a floating city. We don't know what's below us. We have no idea because we can't go down there. Just throw this shit off the edge of the planet. Or the it's not a planet, it's like a platform, you know. Just throw it off, right?
Right.
And they have this area where the garbage is just being thrown down, and they don't want the people from the slums going through the garbage. They just throw it off. We don't want it, right? You guys are garbage, and you guys are such garbage that if you do anything wrong, we're gonna throw you off into the pit, right? And that's the whole setup of this. And basically, Rudo, his father, was thrown into the pit, and they had these ceremonial like executions where they throw people into the pit, and it's very like almost like a crucifixion. You know, like they had these people bound with their arms out on ropes. They basically put them over the edge of the cliff, and they just cut the ropes, and they just fall down to the pit, and they're just gone forever.
Now, Old School says he couldn't get into it because it was a little preachy. What's preachy about it?
The class thing. I think there's definitely, this is some commentary on that.
Class. Okay.
Just class. Yeah. Socialism. You could say it's something like that, right?
Okay.
Like, all right. So anyway, long story short, the main character in the story who lives in the slums and he's hustling, stealing garbage, trying to make it useful in his life, he gets framed for a murder. Okay. And they throw him into the pit.
Right.
And then you get to see.
The pit are worse than the garbage people. There's like 2 layers of garbage. There's like
you get to see what the pit is, okay? Because in the beginning, the pit is just like this unknown abyss. They're just throwing people and garbage into it, and they don't know what's going on, where it goes, right?
Right.
And and then
when it goes to a really nice place.
Well, when they want to get rid of undesirable people, they just throw them into the pit. And I have never seen *Handmaid's Tale*, but
I did.
it has this cultish, like all the people are like zombies, like yes. Like, is Handmaid's Tale like that at all? Like,
it's kind of like a religious cult.
Yes,
and the women are.
That's how the people
subjugated.
Like what was that movie with M. Night did in that like village they lived in, and they didn't realize they were like in modern society, but they were living.
The Village, is that it?
Is that what it's called? Yeah, it feels like that, where all the people are just almost like a Quaker, like Puritan thing or something. You know, like which
they're
times,
just dumb.
right?
They're following the dogma.
Yeah, it's like a Puritan kind of like. So everyone's just like in line in the slums, and then if you get out of line, you get thrown in the pit. It's very like that. It reminds me of that, right? Yeah. So anyway, so he gets framed for murder. They throw him into the pit, and then we get to see what happens when someone goes into the pit, and he basically lands in a garbage world because they've been throwing all their garbage down there forever. And these beasts, these monsters, have evolved in the garbage world, and so he survives falling into this world, and he's being attacked by these like 30-story monsters that are made out of garbage.
At what point do the aliens with no dicks come down?
So I'm probably not selling this very well, but again, it's super cool, and I don't know what's going to happen because so he's like he becomes like this. He survives the fall. He ends up having these powers that
Does
he can
meet
basically.
His dad, or is his dad like dead?
His dad's down there somewhere. I suspect he's going to meet his dad.
Yeah.
Because his dad was also a murderer or framed for murder and thrown down there. Mm-hmm. But he gets down there and realizes there's other people living in this garbage world, and it's like a Road Warrior type thing. They're like kind of surviving in this like shitty world.
Yeah, see, I like pretty anime. I like to see
this
like
is not
the pretty
that.
cherry
Well, the white and gold walled city is it's beautiful, Michelle.
Yeah. But
what was that city in the Warcraft expansion that was all like that? Like
I mean,
white and gold. The floating city one. There was a couple expansions.
Dalaran?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, I like this a lot. And it does have like this kind of like almost Linkin Park soundtrack going on. Mm-hmm. A lot of like kind of rock rap kind of stuff and some screamo music. It's a little punk rock. You know, I know that this guy did the graffiti designs. I don't really like sense them, to be honest.
I mean, everything does look kind of warped just looking at pictures here, like distorted graffiti style art, but translated into anime. I mean, it definitely looks unique. Like it has sort of a garbage. I think he nailed that. Like it's garbage.
But it doesn't look like Jet Set Radio or something. I don't know. I don't feel that.
It's got a different thing going on. Art style is very important to me. I notice a lot of the anime I watch are all kind of similar and all pretty.
I like it though.
Yeah.
And basically he survives the fall, and then he finds out that there's people that are living in this garbage world who resent him because he comes from that floating city. Because they're like,
he doesn't really. He was picking trash there.
I know, but he's like, you motherfuckers up there keep throwing garbage at us, and we can't stop it.
And he's like, I'm one of you. I'm not one of them.
And the whole world is toxic and poisonous. They all have to wear gas masks because that city above keeps throwing all their garbage down.
Okay.
So I'm sure that is some kind of...
They're going to get up there. They're going to build a ladder of trash.
Well, this is the setup of the whole thing is that he needs to get back to the floating city to get revenge on the person that framed him.
Yeah.
And he meets this guy and he's like, there's no way you're getting back up there. And he's like, I'm getting back up there. I'm going to kill that motherfucker that framed me. It's a good
revenge tale.
Yeah, it's a revenge tale with social commentary. But I do like it. Again, I like it quite a bit. Like...
Yeah, you really haven't checked out any shows you haven't liked. It's interesting.
I know. Maybe I'm making good choices or getting good suggestions.
Yeah, and they're very popular too. And it's like, well, they're popular for a reason. I mean, I saw them and I'm like, these don't seem very me. But yeah, I'm glad
But
you
it's
watched
funny
them.
Though, I never heard of Gachi Okuda. And
it's #1 trending right now on Crunchy. So
Dan the Dan I've heard of. I don't know why, but I'm aware of that name, you know? Mm-hmm. I kind of like Dan the Dan a tiny bit more. I don't know why. I think I like the characters a little bit better.
Yeah.
This is definitely more gritty and more like violent, and
it's a harder sell. It seems less mass appeal. The other one's more mainstream.
Yeah.
With dickless aliens and everything else.
Right. I do really like how so many of these animes though, you think, oh, it's for kids. It's a cartoon. No, it's not. It's totally not.
Right.
Like, they don't hold back on like dick jokes and violence and blood.
And I think, I've said, that's why it's become more popular here, because a lot of stuff here and from the West has felt very sanitized, especially with the way they represent
this shit's
men
not.
and women or just violence or sex. And this stuff is not. It's out there. It's
they don't hold back.
Creative. It's somebody's vision and they just kind of go with it. And that's at least interesting, right? It's something to talk about. Or
like when he lands in the garbage world, after they fight these beasts and stuff, he encounters the locals who live there, and they see him because he comes from the sphere, which is the floating city, and they see him as a prize because everyone hates these people from the sphere, and they're gonna like torture him and publicly, kill him and stuff.
Candy
they chain
Hands
him
is
up.
a good idea, though. Light the garbage on fire, smoke them out. But yeah, you're gonna burn you could light everything on fire down there.
But anyway, there's a scene though where they're shoving like garbage in his mouth and he's chained up and he bites the guy's fingers off.
Ew.
And the guy's just got bones. Like, it's just like, this is not your like Bugs Bunny cartoon. Like,
I mean, no, like, I'm trying to think of like the darkest anime scene I've watched, probably in Berserk. But I mean, there's some stuff that's crazy and it's definitely not all kids stuff.
No, it's not. And you think it is. Like stuff like Naruto, like I've watched that stuff with my daughter and stuff.
It's
like that's pretty benign.
For everybody.
Yeah. But this stuff that we've been watching, it kind of blows my mind. It's absolutely adult oriented.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll have to do another Weeb episode again in a couple months or something,
For sure.
or a special one, because it's always fun to kind of check this stuff out. We're going to close this section out with a little bit of news, and then we'll get into regular gaming news. But this is kind of related. I know you like McDonald's news, John.
I do.
So Hello Kitty meets Sonic in a high energy McDonald's crossover. So 2026 lineup for McDonald's Happy Meals. Are you ready? Pokemon cards are coming in February and March.
To McDonald's?
Super Mario Galaxy movie in April for 2026.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably see that. I have
Toy
to see
Story, Minions, Sonic the Hedgehog, Hello Kitty stuff. But apparently this year is shaping up to be huge for McDonald's Happy Meals toys. And I know one year you camped out for like Mario ones or something. Like you went.
No, didn't we do? We did like a little contest where people had to send photos of the Mario toys.
Yep.
Yeah. That was fun. Remember that
Mario thing? Yeah. We also had traveling pictures of us that went around the globe, and people took pictures.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. We did it with Kyle, probably the first or second year of the podcast.
Yeah.
And we had people in like 50 different countries take pictures of us all over the place. And then Solo Leveling, which was something you liked.
I did like that quite a bit.
Which is also a very, very popular. I think it was the #1 rated anime last year. So there's going to be a live action series. They're starting filming. And this is the whole thing I started noticing. Like they're moving from anime to live action too. And will that become popular here? Will that take off?
Well, I know One Piece is live action now too, right? Like,
that was that actually did really well. On
I don't know how I feel about that. Do you like that? Or?
I don't know. Some things translate better. There was also another one, I forget, that Netflix did. I was like, this doesn't translate very well to live action.
Did you watch One Piece? I should at least watch one.
I'm not into the pirate thing.
I liked One Piece though.
Cafes. Download this little sound clip I gave you because it's probably the most annoying noises I've ever heard. So there was a popular toy that I saw during Black Friday and Christmas, and it was like the #1 best-selling toy. It's called the Automaton Pushing, the cat electronic portable music instrument, the most popular toy in Japan right now. And it's so annoying. You pull this pencil in and out. It hasn't started yet. You pull the pencil in and out.
I hear it.
And that's not it. There it
is. What is it?
There's more. There's like different tones they play. It screams. And this is the most popular toy there.
What's that?
That's what it does.
I don't get it.
Death Note. Yeah.
My daughters are into this Pusheen.
What is this shit?
Oh, I've seen this. I saw a guy play this. Yeah, I know. I know what this is. I know what this is, Michelle. It was the #1 most
popular toy, like during Christmas and in Japan.
No, I really know what this is. I watch a lot of music instrument videos and shit.
Yeah,
and some guy reviewed this or
I saw
played
this and I was like, oh, that's cute.
No,
for, like,
it's
your desk.
basically
No,
it's like an electronic slide whistle.
Yes,
so do you see that pad?
You move your finger. Die now. We heard it.
But you move your finger up and down that to change the key, the note.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But Pusheen, my kids like that.
What is this shit?
What?
That's the most annoying noise I've ever heard. Something else I thought was interesting, I didn't watch, but Ghost in a Shell, I did see the real movie with Scarlett Johansson. I know it was an old school movie, anime movie back in the day, but there's a series coming out in Japan this month. So that's something I may want to watch. Ghost in the Shell, of course, is very popular and it's a cool premise, but there's a new animated series coming. So there's no date, but there's no end in sight to this shit. And probably one we'll talk about next time we do it, I think.
Yeah. And I got some other anime kind of shit here.
All right. Yeah. Let's close this out. And then there was also like Japan Trends 2025, which I thought was interesting. Less people drinking and going to like karaoke cafes and leaving the house.
Going to
all.
maid bars?
Yeah, I think maid bars are the new thing. Yeah, but all right.
So there's a Chainsaw Man movie coming out.
Yeah, you like that series.
I did like that. I know that one of the shows I think Dan DeMan, I think one of the guys that worked on
Dan DeMan sounds like a
Dan. I think one of the guys that worked on that also worked on Chainsaw Man.
Okay.
Or he was like an assistant or something, like an intern. Like he learned from that Chainsaw Man. Again, we learn about these shows that like everyone on the other side of the world like just knows about.
Well,
like
globally, the top grossing movies recently have been like the Demon Castle and that other one. So I'm sure Chainsaw Man will do very well.
Yeah, I think so too. Now, are you gonna like be honest? So, like, are you gonna regularly go on Crunchyroll and keep up with stuff? Or
I don't generally do that. Like I did with like some shows, like when Fragrant Flower, I can't say that, came to Netflix, and I was like, oh, Netflix is getting a new romance anime. I checked out and I watched it. But other than that, I do it when we're doing these shows. I'll be like,
right.
And it's kind of fun because if we do them once or twice or 3 times a year, I've got stuff to watch. Will I consume anime weekly? Probably not.
Yeah.
Do I really like when I do, just to look at a different world? Yes.
Yeah, that's weird. Like, I'm with you on that. Like, it's like, wow, I'm glad we had this task because
like
I'm not upset about it.
No, I'm not upset about it. And I would be honest. I'd be like, this is terrible to do. This is shit. I don't know anybody could want. We start talking about Ryan. I don't know anybody could want to do this. I definitely appreciate it. You appreciate the art, I think, in a way. I appreciate like the writing and the dialogue. It's just different. Like I found my favorite animated movie ever, second to Aladdin. Last time we did this. So I don't know. I think it's cool. So we'll definitely do it again. We've got a couple of like just general gaming news stories. So High Guard, that game.
Chainsaw Man movie's out already. The chat says. Zambuzuma.
Okay.
Is that movie out? Can I watch it?
Probably in theaters. I don't know if you can see it at home. Probably want to start with the actual anime, though. I don't think you finished it.
I didn't finish it, but maybe the movie just kind of sums it up.
I saw a bunch of like toys for Chainsaw Man that looked funny. That like the whole style around it was crazy. Like they had like plushy chainsaws and like the guy's arms.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it's very popular. I think on Crunchyroll they have a store with a bunch of stuff too, and Chainsaw Man is very, very popular.
I'm seeing a lot of One Piece stuff. Out and about, like at stores.
Yep. I mean, people think that it's completely mainstream now, so we're going to be seeing more and more of it. So it kind of makes sense for us to cover it a little bit. But anyway, High Guard has been MIA since the Game Awards, despite the imminent release. So people are wondering if they're fearing another Concord is going to be canceled. What's happening with it? That was the game everybody made fun of and said looked like shit. Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty ballsy for them to pull Concord like that. I don't think we're going to see that again. But they may be delaying this.
I don't know anything about this. I see.
We watched it live.
I know Apex Legends and Titanfall creators.
Yep, they were roasted because it looked like shit, and it looked like, I don't know. People are calling it like modern audience AI slop or some shit. I don't know what the fuck, but I mean, it looked like trash. It just doesn't look good. I know Rye said he might play it. It comes out at the end of the month, but now like the page hasn't gone up. Nobody's talked about it. They haven't released any trailers. They haven't done any gameplay stuff. Like they haven't talked about it at all.
Now Vince died. We never talked about this.
Who?
Vince Impella, the guy that created fucking Titanfall and Call of Duty and all this shit.
Yeah. You want to talk about the fact that he crashed his Ferrari?
Well, they're saying High Guard from the creators of Apex Legends and Titanfall. That's right. Isn't that Vince and Respawn and all that?
I think so.
What? What do you mean? Respawn.
Was he a creator for this? I don't know.
Well, I mean, Respawn did Apex and fucking Titanfall.
Okay.
And that was his company he started after he got rid of when he left Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
So was he behind this? So why would people shit on this?
Because it looks like shit.
Well, he did leave. But this is Wildlight Entertainment. So this is probably some splinter group that left.
I don't think it has anything to do with him.
Okay.
Also, this is a rumor. I'm not sure if it's been confirmed.
But we never ever talked about Vince dying. You know that.
I liked Realm Royale, Ghost of Dreams.
Michelle, we never talked about
Yeah, I mean, people die every day. I don't see the...
I know, but that was a guy I've mentioned multiple times on this podcast. Okay. You know, because he created Medal of Honor and Call of Duty and like my favorite games ever. And then he worked on Battlefield 6. Yeah. And you could argue that Battlefield 6 is, if it's, you know, if people still consider it good, was because of him. And then the guy fucking crashes his Ferrari and that's it.
Did they ever figure out who was in the car with him?
No. And the thing is, I still don't know to this day if the videos was him or not. Because everyone says it was. Everyone says it wasn't. People say it's not the same car. It's the wrong model.
That was from a race. I think the one that was going around that was pretty popular. That's why there were people there cheering.
But I saw constant people saying that's the video.
But then there was another
and
video.
other people said it's not the video.
Going
that's
way
the
too
wrong
fast
car.
Out of that tunnel. I mean, whether or not he did something stupid, obviously R.I.P.
Yeah.
But shitty. What else? You've got so much bot news in here. There is he faked his death. He's now living with the penisless aliens. The Witcher 3 is reportedly getting a surprise new expansion this year. If this is true, my sister is going to be very happy.
Oh, really?
CD Projekt Red is planning to release a brand new expansion for Witcher 3, according to reports.
Huh.
Polish Noble Securities analyst.
Now, would you revisit this shit at this point?
It's so hard for me to revisit. If they release it with with like a remastered version or something, I don't know. I mean, Blood and Wine still look pretty damn good. That was the last expansion I played. I mean, maybe, but it would be pretty hard for me to, so I probably wouldn't. I hate going back to games. Like, end of the month, I loved Cult of the Lamb. There's a DLC coming out. It's supposed to be as big as the original game. And I'm like, I don't know if I can do this.
Well, that's kind of what happened to me with Cyberpunk, speaking of CD Projekt Red. Like, I'm done with the game. I finished it. Do I want to go back and start over or get reacquainted with the systems and everything? Not that it's so complicated, but
right.
Like you feel like you feel like you had closure, right? It's like, like, did you feel that way? Like you had closure with it, and you're just like done?
I don't really need closure. It's not a relationship. It's just a game. But I feel like I need to be smarter about when I play games, because if I'm the type of person where I know it's not done yet, don't play it.
Yeah.
I probably should wait sometimes, and I just don't. But then again, who wants to wait 5 years to play a game just so you can play it the complete package? I don't know what are you doing to your bell right now?
I'm just fondling it.
I don't know if I can wait. You know, like could I have waited for Cult of the Lamb to play Woolhaven? It turns a 60-hour game, you know, into a 120-hour game.
Right.
But yeah, so a lot of Witcher people will be happy though. And then Sony AI patent will see PlayStation games play themselves when players are stuck. What do you think of this?
Stupid. No, I don't.
Wait, Nintendo does it.
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah, because Nintendo has done that in the last few Mario games, like the 2D ones.
I always hated that.
Like they started doing that. Like if you died enough times, it's like, do you want us to just do this for you? like, I don't know. Michelle, listen, this is a serious conversation, but there's a conversation to be had here. Like, what is AI going to do to our games in the future besides the development and artistic stuff and the music and voice acting? Right. Like, how are they going to interfere with us gaming though, where we have co-op teammates that are AI? Like, do you want this?
I mean,
I don't.
Guess what? Your co-op teammates are already AI if they're NPCs. It just could be better, and it's not going to be forced. You know what I mean? Yeah,
but if they're talking to you like it's a voice chat. That's different.
How many times is enough times? Enough times for what? You got to be a little more specific, Blake. I feel like anyone bitching about AI needs to fucking shut up, because you're not going to stop it. And if
you're not.
stopped, China's going to do it. So embrace it. People crying about they used AI in this
what
game.
I'm asking,
Get the fuck
though,
over
Michelle,
it. Everybody's using it. It's in Photoshop. So
I know,
this is
it's
some
not
shitty
going
technology.
away. I
it's not
get
going
it.
away. And so I'm sure this won't even interfere.
We still have some agency and choices here. So if I sit down to play a game, right now, if I want to play Call of Duty, I have a choice. I play it by myself, or
it's probably for losers who want to feel like they have friends. So they flick
or I
on
text
the
Matt
friends.
McCarthy and I say, "Hey, let's play Call of
TX
Duty."
Comes in,
right? So
you don't have to. You have an AI Matt when he's not there, and he's like, "Hey, bro, you want to go camp?"
So is
yeah,
that
because
an
in the
option?
future, nobody's leaving their recliner. They're going to have AI girlfriends. They're going to have AI buddies in their games. They're going to have, a sock hooked up to their dick with a Slurpee like Idiocracy, and it's not going to matter, John. But you know what? You don't have to do it.
Well, that's what I want. I don't want I want the choice of not doing it, right? But then what if Matt decides, you know what? I created an AI Matt.
You'd want it there if he's not there, wouldn't you?
But he's like, John, this is getting a little tiresome. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I need a break from you. He does like the couple break. I just need a break, honey. I need a break.
I'm gonna use AI Matt tonight. I'm not gonna tell you that I'm doing it. By the way,
oh no, you're not gonna tell him. Yeah, if Matt came to you, he's like, dude, I can't play this weekend, and you hop on COD, and you're a little.
And he's
sad.
off at some hibachi grill with his wife.
Yeah,
and I'm
alone.
playing with his AI Matt, and I don't even fucking know it.
Oh, exactly. What if he does? Yeah, he doesn't tell you.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought you don't tell him, but now that him not telling you, that's different. That's different, John. That hurts.
Okay.
He's got to at least tell you. He'd be like, look, honey, I'm out tonight. Here's my AI version of me. It'll take care of you. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's
he knows,
happen.
He learns how Matt plays. He knows everything about how he plays.
He knows his top 5 jokes because every dude's got his top 5 jokes, right? He knows all of that.
Yeah, he knows how AI knows how Matt and I interact and voice, so he learns all that. It's all trained.
Except you can edit his personality a little bit. So it's like, you know what? I don't really like how Matt tells me that I shouldn't camp the door. So I'm going to turn that off. Let's give him, let's give him a little more bravado. This is brave Matt. And then all of a sudden the real Matt shows up and you're like, AI Matt is cooler than you because AI Matt was a better gamer and he was braver. Right. Okay. And you're just a pussy who hides in the corner and then you guys fight. But I mean, it's going to happen. Is it going to happen tomorrow? No. But AI is going to change. I think the
AI voice teammates, though, that's going to be the next big thing.
I hate hearing random people. And I know you do too. So
but they're gonna make a game that's co-op only.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like It Takes Two or something. Right.
Yeah. Well, they already have that. You can do an AI partner in the game I played with Ted for Christmas or Halloween.
Yeah. But I'm saying voice,
yeah.
Hey, what are you doing? Come over here. Oh, get that switch. Do this. You dumbass. What are you doing? You can choose personalities.
They already have that in games. It's called the NPC characters.
No, but it's going to be more.
At that point, it blurs the line between
the NPC characters. Though can't hear you and react to you. It's scripted, right?
They can in certain Skyrim mods. I know what you mean, but at the end of the day, they're just better.
But I'm
NPCs.
saying conversations. So maybe you're playing the game and you say, "Hey, dude, listen, I gotta fucking take a shit," and he's like, "All right, hang on, all right, I'll sit over here," and then you're like,
"NPC can already do that now."
And then you're
it's just programmed.
Oh, my fucking wife,
It's not different unless he's conscious. If they become conscious.
Yeah, I know, but he can have a conversation.
You want to bitch to your wife about the AI NPC, then it's going to get
No, I'm just saying, just hang on. My wife wants me to do this.
Fucking woman again. She's in the kitchen.
Right.
Yeah. And then it gets out and then he leaks. He tells somebody about it. Something happens. This guy just beat his kid. I mean, it's going to get complicated.
Right.
I don't know. I just think you and Matt have to be careful because you guys are walking a thin line.
It's a slippery
Yeah, you
slope.
Don't want an AI version of your partner, because you're going to make it a better version. And then it's a long story because you'll realize that the things you thought you hate about him, you
what
really
if he
loved
dies and I continue playing with the AI Matt?
Yeah, I mean, that's a thing.
That's happening too.
It is happening. It already is. There's an experience. I just watched a movie that was sort of about this. I forget the name, but I don't know.
Your dad dies and you're still texting him, but he's dead.
I don't think I could do that. There's actually an anime about that on Netflix.
I know that
getting texts from her dead dad. I mean, I wouldn't want that because I guess at the end of the day, it's comforting, but I would rather have truth than comfort. I would rather suffer
what I'm
with
saying.
truth than have comfort.
Real shit.
I want reality. But what is reality? Everything we see is being filtered through the operating system of our brain, which is really just set up because we don't understand things at the small micro level or huge macro level. So everything is through the filter of just, our human lens of what, so we could procreate and we're fucking apes. So what is real? Nothing is real. It's chemicals in your brain. So at that point, you might as well just not leave your recliner and slip a Slurpee for 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Anyway, just don't do the AI Matt because I do think it's sad.
But what if he dies,
It would be
though?
sad. Then let him fucking go, okay? He was your bud. He wasn't your wife. He wasn't your kid. He's just a friend.
But we got that Nuketown bedroom stuff down cold. Like,
yeah, but he's replaceable. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not talking about the Matrix. The Matrix is a fake world with a simulation, which is another theory. And I mean, but that's not that. Look, I'm not Nick Bostrom, but I think it's probable as well. But I think what John is talking about with the death thing is would you do it? Would you let Matt go, or would you load him up to play COD?
Right.
And does that make you a sad?
Well, what do you
sack?
think about the Mandela effect? Do you think that's like a real thing?
Well, like who? Nelson Mandela?
Well, is he alive or dead? That's where that comes from.
He's dead.
Is he?
Yeah. Why wouldn't he be? Why wouldn't he be? You mean like,
when
like
did
an Elvis Tupac thing?
What? Okay, so the Mandela effect is everyone thinks he's dead, but he's not. He's dead now. He's dead now. He's dead now. He
died over 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But people thought he was dead, but he wasn't
dead.
So
it's Schrodinger's cat. Does it matter if he's dead or not?
No, because that's a glitch in the Matrix. That's a reboot of the Matrix.
No, it's not. Just people not giving a fuck if the guy's dead or not.
No,
they don't know. That's all
everyone collectively thought he was dead, but he wasn't at one time. Okay, everyone thought he died in prison, but
just
he
like
didn't.
They think chemicals are disgusting.
You really don't know about the Mandela effect, because if you like the Matrix, you need to know about the Mandela effect.
No, I'm saying that doesn't prove a glitch in the Matrix just because everyone thought something
there's
wrong.
Multiple examples of the Mandela effect, and I can't believe you don't know this, especially because
What are they?
Okay, so all right, I'm going to go through them.
Now that you have it up on Google, why don't you tell me?
I already knew all this. I'm getting the list.
Then close your tabs then.
No, but I need to quiz you on this. I already knew about all these things. Okay, I'm going to go through the things that are.
I knew he was dead.
But at the time, though, Michelle, you have to understand he was alive, and everyone thought he was dead. Because that was a reboot. That was a reprogramming of the Matrix. Okay, the simulation was rebooted, rewritten, whatever. Okay,
no, it was another timeline.
No. Okay, so I agree with a lot of these things that are part of this Mandela effect. Okay, one of them was the Fruit of the Loom logo. Okay, now I remember it always having a cornucopia.
Okay,
does it have a cornucopia?
No, it's just the fruits were shaped like it. So your mind probably remembers that. It's just the way your brain
everybody
works.
remembers it with a cornucopia, and it does not have one.
I don't remember it with a cornucopia. I remember the grapes stick out like one. But here's one with the cornucopia with what people think.
Yes, because that was when there was a glitch in the Matrix, and it was basically rebooted, rewritten, whatever.
No, it's because the human brain probably associates.
Look at everyone in the chat remembers the cornucopia. There was a fucking cornucopia on that fucking. When I was a kid, my mom bought me all that underwear and T-shirts. I had it.
Then it's not untrue. Then it did have a cornucopia. They just changed the logo. It can't be both.
No, it never had a.
If
you look at the current history,
do you know how humans misremember things constantly?
Michelle, if you look at the current history of that,
the guy who raped me and I fucking say it looks like Louis C.K., but it really looks like Jerry Seinfeld. No, that's how the brain works.
The
you
current
connect
Matrix
things and make associations.
The current Matrix says it never had a cornucopia.
If you can't produce something physically in front of my face with a cornucopia, that just means you misremembered. And everybody does. That's because
remembers
the human
that it had
brain
a cornucopia.
probably associates different types of fruits together.
Does Mr. Monopoly have a monocle or no monocle?
I thought I've heard of this one. I believe he does, but he probably doesn't.
Exactly.
It's just because we associate a rich guy.
We all think he had one. He never had.
Of course we did, because every other fucking guy with a top hat
according
and
to the current program,
yeah,
he doesn't have one. The previous program he did.
Do you know why we think they do? Because everyone with a mustache.
I can't believe you don't know what the Mandela effect is.
I'm telling you about it.
And you think you're like some Matrix queen. You don't know shit about that.
I know more than you. You're a fucking moron with the IQ of my shoe size, okay? You know why we think that?
I don't.
Because
that's actually factually wrong.
Yeah, it's fact. That's great.
My IQ is like in the 130s. I did a test.
I'm glad you don't have an IQ of 6.
Everybody in my office when I did it.
I don't think you have an IQ of 6, John, by the way.
My IQ was
shoe size.
High 130s.
That's good. All right. So whenever we see a guy with a top hat
I did an IQ
and a
test in my office.
And a cane,
all
he
of us
usually
in
has
the
a
office
monocle.
did it.
That's why
I had
we
the
think
highest
that.
IQ in my entire office.
To create stories and complete things. That's what we do.
Okay. All right. Now listen to this. Bernstein Bears. How do you spell that?
The non-Jewish way. They're German.
How do you spell it?
How the fuck do I know? Last time I saw Bernstein Bears was on
how do you spell
the dentist when I was 7.
What?
I wouldn't know how to spell that on the best day of my life, Bernstein Bears.
How do you spell it?
I don't fucking know.
How do you think it's spelled? How do you think? Remember
Does
the
Mr.
book. How
Peanut
is it
have
spelled?
the monocle? Yes, Krill. See, people are getting two things confused. That's all it is. It's Mr. Peanut with the monocle, and these motherfuckers think it's Monopoly, and then they think they got some shit going down. There's a Matrix because of that. That's not the reason why. It's because as society becomes more technologically advanced, we either have to blow ourselves up or we are going to lead to a simulated universe.
Yeah.
That's why it's more probable. I don't know how to spell Berenstein. I don't know how to spell Goldstein either. What does that prove? Berenstein. That's what people are saying. That proves something. Someone thought that you don't know how to spell Berenstein. It's like you asked me how to spell Smith. This whole time I thought there was an I. It's really an O. Like nobody knows how to spell Berenstein.
All right, I want to ask you a question.
Can I leave?
No, there is a peanut butter. There is a peanut butter.
Yeah.
Starts with a J. What's it called?
Well, I call it Jiffy.
Aha! There you go.
But choosy moms choose
It's
Jif.
never been called Jiffy.
Right.
It's called Jif.
That was
exactly.
the nickname for it.
We all remember it as Jiffy.
That was you know why? Because Skippy.
That's it.
I know, but I'm about to tell you why. It's because my mom would say, "Do you want Jiffy or Skippy?"
Exactly.
And she'd
because
say,
we all knew
Jiffy.
it was called Jiffy.
No,
we all knew
it was Jif because choosy moms choose Jif.
It was because the Matrix was rebooted. They fucking rebooted it.
We added a Y because of Skippy, you dumbass. Jiffy was the popcorn, exactly.
No, it was Jiffy
was
peanut
the popcorn.
butter.
People mix that up. Yeah.
Okay. This is the Mandela effect.
It's not. It's just called You Were 7 and you don't fucking remember.
These are fucking reboots.
No, Jiffy was a popcorn. Skippy was a peanut butter. So Jiffy sounds like both together. But I very specifically remember the commercials. Choosy moms choose Jif.
Okay.
And my mom said, no, moms who don't love their kids choose Jif because that shit's corn syrup. Okay. That's what I remember is my mother telling me all the people who love their children.
In the movie Snow White, okay?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The evil queen, she looks into a reflective surface.
Yeah.
And what does she say?
Mirror, mirror on the wall? But she
nope.
probably... Okay.
She said magic mirror on the wall.
So what?
Mandela effect.
In another fairy tale, they say mirror, mirror on the wall. It's a common thing.
You are proving that
I'm not.
We've been rebooted at some point.
No.
Something happened here.
We haven't.
There was a fork in the code. That's what's happened. A fork in the fucking code.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you just proved it right there. You think it's mirror, mirror on the wall. Because you're part of the previous program. You're not part of the current program. You don't know that it was rewritten. The kids today, they're part of the current program. That's what's in their brains.
It's not. The Disney, okay, Disney explains that the original script of the Disney movie, it does read mirror, mirror on the wall. And
no, it's magic mirror on the wall. It's magic mirror on the wall.
Disney explains the original script says mirror, mirror on the wall, and it was written that way in subtitles and on certain things.
No, she says magic mirror on the wall.
That's great, but they sold mirrors that said mirror, mirror on the wall, and it was in the script. So there's no Mandela effect. You're crazy.
Yeah, she's got the old program. Which I do too.
New, baby. I just updated this shit, okay? You're wrong, you're stupid, and it's time to leave. So anyway, we thank you guys so much for listening. We'll be back next week with a regular show with Ryan. John's really looking forward to reconnecting with Ryan, and I know Ryan has a lot to say to John about his Games of the Year episode last year.
That's fine.
Last week.
I don't give a shit.
Well, it was a year, actually. So we will be back next week. We'll, of course, be doing a PC Outsiders this week. If you want to listen to that and the other Weeb shows, the best way to do that is to support the show. It's free. We've been doing it 20 years. You can do that at videogameoutsiders.com. Hit that red button. You get weekly bonus shows, the 20-year back catalog, and ad-free versions of the show. What do you think of the Mandela effect? Does John have curly hair or not? When's the last time you've seen it? We don't know.
I've always been told it's wavy. Just so
I have naturally wavy hair too, but I dry it straight. So if somebody asked what kind of hair does Michelle say, they'd say straight. But guess what? It's really wavy. Mandela effect, guys. It's really wavy, but I dry it straight. You would never know. Right. Okay.
All
and sometimes if it's humid out, it gets curly.
Yes. Yeah.
I hate it.
All right. Thanks for listening and subbing. We'll see you very soon. Video Game Outsiders out.
I'm sticky like white rice, hot like wasabi when I spice. Grab your body pillow, stick it in the middle. Sip your tea, turn off the light. We're living our best life because we're eating on the floor tonight. Let's go! P-O-D-Y-P-I-L-L-O. Let's go! Body pillow. Body pillow. Let's go! P-O-D-Y-P-I-L-L-O. Let's go! Body pillow. Body pillow. I got a tummy full of ramen, running like Naruto. Got my skyline in the driveway, domo, arigato. Reading manga with the tentacles. Gonna see my neighbor Toto. Got a great body pillow, got a great body pillow, got a great body pillow. My neighbor Totoro's got a great body pillow, got a skyline in the driveway. A skyline in the driveway, got a great body pillow, got a great body pillow. P-O-D-Y-P-I-L-L-O. Let's go. Body pillow. Body pillow. Let's go. P-O-D-Y-P-I-L-L-O. Let's go. Body pillow. Body pillow.